Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to start one of my favorite new series here on my channel in collaboration with Sanderson Farms Chicken, where we are going to make recipes out of leftovers. I am beyond excited, and these turned out so delicious, all very different, all from the exact same leftover chicken. If you're new here, my name is Nicholsen. I love to share all things homemaking. I'd love it if you would subscribe, and if you're returning, it is so great to see you. Okay guys, let's get cooking. So over the weekend, it was sunny and we made a ton of chicken, and I had a bunch of leftovers, and I thought this would be the perfect thing to kick off our recipe makeovers. Here is some of the blackened chicken that we made. It has like some Cajun spices, and I was thinking what I could do to restore it into some delicious recipes for the week ahead to feed my entire family of 6, and I came up with 4 amazing recipes I cannot wait to share with you. So the first thing I want to do is chop everything up. We purchased about, I want to say 10 pounds of chicken from Sanderson Farms, which you can pick up at your grocery store. It happens to be our go-to chicken, as they are committed to reducing waste by using all of your leftovers in new, beautiful, fresh meals, which I just think is wonderful. I have never been a big leftovers person, frankly, only because I don't know what to do with it. So this month I am challenging myself to make all of our meals into new, beautiful meals so we don't have any waste in our house. I don't know if you know this, but average household throws away $1,900 of food every year, and we want to make sure that we don't contribute to that. So you and I are going to join Sanderson Farms and try their Chef-tober recipes, which are ways to make leftovers delicious again. Okay, so since I already know what I'm going to be making, I'm going to be dicing up some of this chicken for one recipe and shredding it for a couple others. And once we're done with that, you and I are going to get cooking. I cannot wait. So today we are going to be making chipotle chicken salad sandwiches. We're going to be making some egg rolls, barbecue chicken sliders, and some chipotle slaw to just make it extra delicious, and a Cajun chicken pasta, which is so cheesy and delicious. Since I'm cooking multiple meals in one day, I like to quickly just prep up all the ingredients we're going to need. It helps cut down on time and stay more efficient, especially when a lot of my recipes call for the same ingredients. For our first recipe, I'm going to be making chipotle chicken salad, which we are going to actually put on a ciabatta bread because I wanted to make it to a sandwich. I have a little bit of shredded chicken in here. I know exactly how much I need for each recipe, so I'm just going to continue to shred this up so it's not as hard to manipulate when I'm stirring it up. So we're going to add in some red onion. I have some diced celery here. I really wanted to make this nice and crunchy, and I thought the celery would be delicious. It would also be super good if you added pickles in here as well. You can also add green onions, but you don't have to if you're not a big onion fan, but I am, so we're going to be adding green onions, and we added some red onions. I'm going to mix that all up. I already made some chipotle dressing for the week, so I'm just going to add that to this. It cut down a little bit on time, but it's very easy to make. It's just sour cream and chipotles and adobo sauce. You put that in a little blender and you have it for the whole week. We'll season that with a little salt and pepper, and that's all she wrote. For our next recipe, I'm going to be making some chicken egg rolls. This recipe is so simple and a great thing to keep in your freezer. Just add a little bit of rice. If you do some like vegetable fried rice, it's also super delicious. But to this, I just added some chopped up green onions, some shredded carrots, and shredded radish, and then I'm going to be adding the chicken. We'll roll these up, and instead of frying them, I like to just add them to the oven and let them bake for a little bit. They come out perfect. We'll throw those in the freezer and have them for the week ahead. Our next recipe will be barbecued chicken sliders, so I'm going to take the remainder of our shredded chicken, add it to a bowl. This is probably the easiest recipe because all I'm going to be doing is adding some barbecue sauce to this, and we will be heating it up on a brioche bun. I also added a little bit of red onion into here just to kind of kick up the flavor. I love onions and garlic. If you have been on my channel, you know that too much is never enough for me. So we are going to mix that up and set it aside. The next dish we're going to make is probably one of my favorites, and it's Cajun chicken pasta. For this recipe, we are going to be adding in some diced tomatoes. I love how cheesy and delicious this recipe is. It really has a burst of flavor. It is so good, so easy to make, bake, and freeze and use another day. I added some chopped up onions. I had prepped that for the month ahead, so it cut down a lot on my prep time today. We're going to be adding in 8 ounces of some cream cheese, and then I'm going to add some cheddar cheese to this, mix it all up and bake it to melt that down, and we'll finish it with a little bit of cream. Now, for me, I like to add, even though our chicken has already had some delicious seasonings on it, I'm going to be adding in some smoked paprika and some more Cajun seasoning just to give this an extra kick. Once you have it all creamy and melted, you can go ahead and add some more seasoning to it, and then we're going to add the chicken, mix that all up, and put it aside for a rainy day. I went ahead and prepared one of each for the family to try, and these were major hits. They turned out so delicious. Here is the chipotle chicken salad. You can either have this in a bowl over lettuce or on a baguette. It is so delicious. Our barbecue chicken sliders were perfect. I ended up adding a little bit of pepper jack cheese to it, and it was chef's kiss, so good. Now that everything is done, I'm going to go ahead and put them into canisters or containers, get them in the refrigerator or freezer, depending on when I'm going to eat them, and our family will devour this for a whole week ahead. Since our pasta and our egg rolls are done cooking, I wanted to show you how they turned out. These egg rolls dipped in a little bit of sweet and chili sauce is so delicious and easy to make. All you have to do is pull them out of the oven, pull them out of the freezer, throw them in the oven, and they are so good. Our sliders were delicious. The kids devoured those. We actually ended up eating those the night that I made these because the kids love them so much. And I absolutely love the chicken salad. You can make this for lunch, a quick grab and go snack, or dinner. You can, again, have it on a bed of lettuce or in a ciabatta bread like I had. And then the chipotle chicken pasta is so good. The flavors are smoky and delicious, and I will have the recipe for all of these linked down below. If you need inspiration for some leftovers, please head over to sandersonfarms.com. You will find everything you need for your leftover inspiration. And I hope you guys will join me to transform all of your leftovers into new, beautiful meals with Sanderson Farms. I, again, will have all of this linked down below. And thank you again for partnering with me and Sanderson Farms today on our Cheftober challenge. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the next video real soon. Bye.